Hello, everyone. Welcome to School After Hours podcast, where we talk about all things related to out-of-school time programming and education. I am your host, Jay Lee, and on today's show, we have no one else but me, myself, and I. So, for this episode, it's going to be a solo episode. I'm sharing with you a little bit more about myself because for some reason, when I started this podcast, I did not give you any information about me. And that was 2 years and almost 3 months ago. So we're going to nip that in the bud and fix that in this episode. But also, I want to share with you all some of the things that are going to be coming down the line for School After Hours podcast, some exciting news. So I want to share that with you all during this episode as well, what to look forward to and what I'm looking forward to in this new year. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start the show. Well, everyone, I hope you got a chance to enjoy yourselves this holiday break, get some much needed relaxation, catch up with friends, family. You know, if you needed to take a moment just to be with you and enjoy and love on you, there's nothing wrong with that either. Go ahead. I definitely support self-care during the holiday season because that's when you need it the most. So please take care of yourself and be okay with saying no. So, I wanted to take this time to reintroduce myself. For those of you that do not know me, when I started this podcast, I did not give a formal introduction of myself, my experience, none of those things, but it is posted on the School After Hours website. But I feel like being that we are getting new listeners and subscribers, it's important to share that information with everybody. So, here goes. My name is Janice. I have been in out-of-school time programming close to 20 years now. I have gotten my start in out-of-school time programming when I was a teenager. I was about 19 when I got my first job as a site aide. Now, the background story to that is I was trying to get money to pay for my prom when I was in high school, just because there's certain things that I wanted and I didn't feel like asking anybody to pay for it. But though I had mentors that were very, very generous and helpful and, make sure that I looked very, very good for prom, I did want to put some money in my pocket and also save for college as well. So I participated in this program at the time called Carter G. Woodson Literacy Project. And I was talking to the director there and letting them know what my situation was. And he happened to ask me, did I have my working papers? Because I was 18, I could work. And I told him, yeah. He's like, well, if you're interested, there's a position available at a different site that we have open that we're trying to fill for an after-school aide. So I said, oh, okay. He was like, you're still going to have to apply. Go ahead and fill out this application. I'll send you to the site and I'll let the director at that site know that you're interested in the job. If, takes you on a tour, you do the interview well, and he feels that you're a good fit, you got the job. I said, yes. Awesome. So needless to say, I went to the site, did an interview, got a tour, and the director there enjoyed me. So they went ahead and hired me, which was great. So that was my first out-of-school time program experience. And when I tell you, them children made me earn that paycheck, they made me earn that money. I had middle schoolers. Hunty child, let me tell you. It was deep. But it was one of the best experiences that I got. And it gave me a realistic view of what out-of-school time programming is, but also the value and the importance of education and the way that you go a little bit deeper and you nourish and you build relationships and you build rapport with children from different areas, different backgrounds, different life experiences. And it was just amazing to me and kind of really affirmed what I wanted to do as far as education. And I really didn't buckle down or rediscover that feeling until I got into college and got to the end of, close to the end, let me say, my bachelor's degree. And I needed to pick a field. Because I had trouble passing my assessments to get my license for teaching, and rediscovered out-of-school time programming, after-school programming. going through that process and doing my internship with certain nonprofits, community organizations, I was like, this is where I'm supposed to be. It took me a while to get to that place, but once I got there, I feel like I fell right into where I needed to be. So that's a little bit of my background story of how I got started in out of school time programming, and I've been doing it ever since, in some way, capacity, shape, or form. Whether it's been doing after school time programming, before and after school time programming, childcare, working in daycares, the whole 9 yards. And it's just something that I've enjoyed and loved doing, and I really don't know if I would want to do anything else. I could do something else. Of course, we all can do something else. But do I want to do something else? And honestly, no, thank you. I think I'm good where I'm at. But there's levels to this, y'all. There is levels. Speaking of levels, I thought I would take it up a notch last year. So I did something a little courageous. Y'all ready to hear it? Okay, here we go. I started a consulting business last year, and I applied for the School After Hours podcast to be featured at a national conference. I know, right? Exciting. So here's the backstory. I always wanted to use my skills that I acquired over the years to help programs identify or create curriculum, help with program logistics as far as what do you do on site, building schedules, getting a good flow for things because it could be a little hectic. And also I wanted to help new programs develop all those things as far as logistics, curriculum, and everything else in between, and not just new programs, but individuals that have great ideas that wanted to help students build skills, but didn't really have the know-how of creating lesson plans and everything else that's involved with out-of-school time programming. I wanted to help those individuals not only get the information that they need, but make sure that they build out their workshops or program the way that they saw fit that would meet not only the students' needs, but get the point across or the key concepts across to the children in a way that they can understand. So while I was on leave, I thought it would be a great opportunity to follow that dream and create my own consulting business that helps after school programs. While I was getting the paperwork to create the consulting business, I was actually approached by one of the guests on the show to help him put together his curriculum for his program that he has, moving it from a one-on-one program to now making it more a school-based program. So, of course, me being me, I said, sure, why not? It gave me a chance to exercise my skills, and now he's at a place where his program is expanding and growing. So I was thrilled at this opportunity and this chance to work with him, and still am working with him. Shout out to New Collar Solutions and Brother Curtis. Hey, sir, how you doing? For allowing me to use my gifts and my talents. If you are seeking any of my services, go ahead and visit our website at www.schoolafterhours.net. And I have a consulting page that gives you different packages that I offer. Pricing can vary depending on the type of service that you need. So go ahead and fill out the form at the bottom just to let me know what you're interested in. And I will get back to you as soon as possible, and we can go ahead and have a discussion. But yeah, y'all, it's a whole business now. Hey! And it's something that I really, really, truly wanted to do for quite a while. I'm excited but nervous at the same time. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This joint is like rough. Consulting is serious out here. Oh my gosh. But I've enjoyed it, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to do so and to share a good portion of the things that I've learned and help others build something that they're passionate about, creating it and making it into lessons that students can understand, but also making it relatable for them to kind of adapt to their own lives and their own style. So I'm excited to see what the future may hold in that sense for the business. The second courageous thing I did was apply for school after hours to be featured at a national conference. What conference, you ask? Boost Conference. So I've been looking at Boost Conference for a really, really long time, and I always wanted to participate, being a person that's attending to get the experience or to be at the conference doing a workshop. While I was looking at all the things that Boost Conference has to offer, I learned that they had a section for podcasts. So for podcasts that want to be featured for the conference, they have an application process, and individuals from education, after school time programming, somewhere in that realm apply, go through the process, and then they're contacted by Boost to let them know that they'll be featured at the conference. Since Boost will be in person this year, I wanted to do something a little different and go for the goal and apply because it's something that I'm very interested in. So I got my nerves together and filled out the application, nervous as I don't know what, but it got done. And to my surprise, they responded and they have invited us to be at the 2023 Boost Conference this year. So I am blown away. There'll be some great guests there and some other awesome podcasts. If you go to their conference page, you'll see what podcasts we'll be recording for each day. So our day is going to be on Wednesday, and it's going to be from 2:45, I believe. 2:45 to I believe 3:45. Don't quote me on the time because I can be wrong, but somewhere within that 2 and 3 o'clock hour. So I am going to be at Boost Conference this year. Man, I can't tell you what that means to me. It means a whole lot. Truly, truly excited. I can't wait to be out on the West Coast, getting some sun, meeting and chatting with people, and all the other things. If you are out in the West Coast, let me know what are some good food spots to hit up while I'm out there, okay? My last update for y'all is that, yes, we are going to be opening a e-commerce store. Yep, an e-commerce store for school after hours. So it's going to go live in February, and on Instagram, I'll be showing you pictures of some of the things that we are going to put out in February for the shop. Based on what gets sold, it'll let me know what direction to go for the full online store. So we'll put samples out in February and cross my fingers, get everything up and booted by March. Let me know if you have any ideas.
Well, everyone, that brings us to the end of our show. If you enjoyed this episode and feel you received some good information, give us a review on Apple Podcasts or visit the Podchaser website and leave us a comment. This will help us get some feedback on the show and collect testimonials for our website. Share us with your friends, your family, your network. Help us spread the word about out of school time programming and how it's inspiring our community as well as our youth. We can be found on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Podcast Addict. Well, that's all I have for today. In the words of Mr. Arthur Ashe, start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. Until next time, bye-bye.